Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be working on the Z a little bit more. I had a couple parts show up that I've been waiting on for a while now, so we'll kind of go through what all I've collected up and start piece by piece putting everything on. We're going to start off, I got a new blow-off valve for it. I ended up picking up this HKS like knockoff, just trying to keep it a little cheaper. Obviously we don't have a ton of money to spend on this project for the moment, so just went with this guy, little guy off eBay. Should work a lot better than the one that I currently have in there. It's another Chinese knockoff blow-off valve that doesn't realistically work. Me and Jake ended up trying to test it a few different ways, and we could just not get it to activate when it needed to. It just either was wide open or it was locked shut, so that was doing no good. So ended up getting this one ordered, and we're gonna go throw it on and see how it works. But here's my little pile in the corner of the room that's got everything sitting in it right now. Got the radiator that I was gonna put in, but for the moment the one that's in there now is okay. Got the intercooler ready to go, turbo set up, a couple little things here and there in some of those boxes. The biggest thing I'm waiting for right now is my turbo relocation kit. It's just a relocation pipe to bring the turbo up and out of the bottom of the engine bay and up towards the front. Makes working on the turbo side of things a lot easier when it's not buried in the engine bay. Bringing it up front just makes it a lot easier for any sort of work on it, adjustment, making sure things are going good and everything's happy. Can't really check on the turbo while it's at the bottom of the engine bay. For the moment, we're just going to slowly start adding on these other pieces and testing things out. I've got to start doing a lot of body work on it here soon so we can get it wrapped up towards the end of the year. Got a couple months until I need it for sure ready, so let's go. So we got the new blow-off valve installed. we're gonna go take it for a quick spin around the block and see how she's feeling, see if I forgot anything, see if everything works how it should. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a lot better than what we had before, where it wasn't really blowing off anything and it was just surging the turbo. And as it sits, the turbo's not the nicest, so beating on it like it has been has very much shortened the life of it, and I'm surprised it hasn't given out yet. So we're gonna go give it a quick spin right now. So, as you saw there, we took it for a little spin, and at the end there, we ran into a little issue and ended up blowing off a boost boot. I do have the one that blew off, not as tight as the rest of them. It's been my kind of safety for my lead foot, so I've left that one a little looser than the rest. It blows off when I've stayed in boost a little too long. A little more than stock boost on this setup right now, and it's risking detonation, so leaving that loose kind of is my fail safe for saving everything else. But anyways, it's all good. Got it put back together. We got it back home. I am actually going to run over to the storage unit right now, and we're going to go get the other motor that I have for the Z's. We're going to head there right now, get that put on the motor stand, and we're going to come back, do some wiring on the Red Z. This guy is out. We're good to go. I'm gonna get a couple pictures before we head out, and then we'll head back. And before it gets too nasty and too dark outside, we'll do some wiring on the red car. trying to bring it back from the grave, but we will see how it goes, because you know how wiring goes. Usually not the best, but fingers crossed. It's from the 80s.
Bitch, I know you can relate. Ready, second grade, I got a lot of on my plate. I'm alien among the human beings. I fell down to earth.
So we got all that wire stripped down, everything cleaned up, made sure that all the wires weren't spliced into or cut or anything like that. Any of the harness was burned up or anything. Besides, I think there was 3 or 4 of them that looked like somebody had cut them at one point. I don't think it was intentional. I think it was cutting out other parts of the harness and they just hacked away like they did the rest of this car. So I traced it down all the way down to a plug in the engine bay that comes off the body harness, that the new engine harness for the 84 ECU and motor does not have that plug to power that wire. So I'm going to have to end up splicing that, and then I'll pull power to it. I tested the other end of it, and it should be getting power as well. So should be something simple enough where I feed them both power, turn the key, happy. So I tested all that. Everything works as it should. The only thing I'm looking at now is the starter, getting the starter to go by the key rather than a button setup. But worst comes to worst, I have to set up a button start. Not the end of the world. I just kind of want the car moving under its own power for now. But right now we're actually headed over to Zach's shop to work on his 85. We've gotten all the wiring done up on it. We found all the issues in the world that we could ever find in an 85 Dodge and figured out, I'd say 99% of them so far. So should be wrapping it up tonight. A little bit of cleanup, put some tools away, put some crap away, go test drive it. So should be exciting. So I'm going to take you with me and we will head over there right now. filler neck works.
Being made a bitch.
A few hours later.
Alright, so here's what we got. Got all the edges laid down. I didn't cut quite as much on the edges as I should have, so there might be a couple areas that do come up. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if right here does, you know, stuff like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to leave it outside, let it bake in the sun for a little bit. I know the backside looks a little bit ugly. The glue has a wider spray than I thought it did, but we're gonna leave it outside, let it cure for a little bit, see how it looks in probably about an hour or two, and then all things going well, we should be ready to put it in, but I will keep you updated. Okay, so here's how we're looking. Headliner got a couple little spots of glue where it kind of globbed up and got too wet, pushed through, but that's what we call inexperience. Anyways, got the 2 sunroof shades on here. This one I actually didn't have enough material left over to be able to overlap it all the way, so I actually had to stretch it over to that side, but it'll look good regardless, I believe. While I've been waiting for stuff to get done, I've just been over here painting some bumper brackets. The previous owner that I got this from, he had the front bumper on, but he only had it attached with a 10mm there, and same thing on the other side. And this up here was broken, so I've got all new bumper brackets. I've got a couple other ones around here somewhere, a couple over there. I got this one painted as well. So just because my thing is, if I'm gonna be making the bumper nice, you know, making the body nice, these are attached directly to the bumper, so why not? You know, so things are coming slowly but surely. Once those are back in, we can realistically put the headliner in. I did get this like brown rubber trim piece painted a while ago. Didn't come out terrible, but also not great, so we'll see how it goes, and then we can get that box put in, or that box. I don't remember what's in those 2 boxes, but one of them is sun visors, so that'll be pretty cool. I would assume probably the bottom one is not sun visors. Those are probably my taillights that I forgot all about. So, but yeah, we will see you when it's done, and when we're getting ready to put shit back in. See ya. Here's what headliner looks like. We will be getting the rest of the interior put together on a later date. That'll likely be the next thing I put together, but still got to figure out the sub situation, the cargo area situation. I'm still trying to utilize cargo area so for storage. I mean, it's a coupe hatchback, so very little in case I were to take this car on a road trip. Very unlikely, but there's still that possibility. Didn't get the window tint done, but just gives us more to do on a later date. So welcome back. So it's been a little bit, I do apologize, but we're back on the Eclipse. I've got a few things planned today, hopefully trying to get as much of the interior wrapped up as possible. Fingers crossed, of course, but let me show you what we got going on. So after many months of trial and error trying to figure out what sound system are we going to be running in the Eclipse. So this is a rough mock-up that we have. Here are all the subjects. We have the original guy here that was not in the car but came kind of with the car. And then I've had this one laying around for a while. I really like the bars and the setup, but you would have absolutely no room in here for anything. Couldn't even lift the cover up to get to the battery or anything. And then moved to this guy, which I'm actually sending back, but just some box off of Amazon, and the dimensions were completely wrong from what it said it was. So then I found this guy, another case off of Amazon. Supposedly it fits, but I've got the trim back in here so I can kind of test fit it and get some measurements, see where I need to trim them up on the sides, and then probably gonna have to adjust the board back and make a new mock-up of what's going on back here. So I think I want to go from the edge of the trim all the way up, cut across right here, do the same on that side so then it's still accessible to open, but you don't have to move the sub box out of the way every time you want to. So let's get started.
Good on battery terminal. It should be fine, but just in case. Okay.
One that
Check me out, Shotty.
You gonna play some games or what?
That's some good stuff.
Okay, so I got it, the other side cut a little bit better than the first side, but you know, that's kind of what happens when you're just freeballing it. But I think it's gonna sit relatively where it's at right now. I mean, it's not gonna really move anywhere. It's pretty much the perfect fitment for it, maybe a little bit too wide by a couple inches, because there's no room at all between the fender liner, or the fender inside of the fender well, and these terminals on the side where the audio goes in. So I may just have to, obviously, may have to cut back this flare a little bit, hammer maybe a little bit on the inside, not too much, obviously, because you don't want to, I can't see that, but you don't want to compromise the structure of the strut tower too much. But we'll figure out something. And I have 8-gauge wire that I'm running from the terminal sub to the inside of the terminals to the outside to the amp. And the amp is going to be mounted on the back in between, so there should be plenty enough room for that. But I think I'm going to use the remaining of this to sit under here, bolt up to the piece of wood, and that should give me, hammer down the bullet holes obviously, but should give me plenty of space outside of the sub box, maybe even too much space to mount my hinges, but we'll get it figured out. Well, that helps a little bit for some wire clearance on this side. It does on this side the same, so that's good at least. It's really what I'm looking for. So, okay, on to the next part. This is practically how it is going to sit. I just want to be able to unhook the subs, get them out, be able to pull the plastic trim pieces out, you know, by themselves, but I still wanted access for the battery and just some added storage down here, just in case if I needed it. But it will sit up a little bit higher. I do have plans to reinforce the sides, probably put a board right across here. That's kind of where we're at right now. Need to be able to, I'm going to cut that piece to form under here, under the piece of wood that I'm going to be using from over there. So just for some added structure. So in case if I ever want to go get groceries in this thing, I can put a couple gallons of milk. I don't know why I'd be buying a couple gallons at a time, but that's just where we're at right now. So we'll keep going. We're back. Another day. Same shit. So I drew some lines back here on this part of the sign. I don't want to be able to see back here because the back seat only goes, you know, to like here or so. So I want to be able to have it look somewhat flush. I mean, it'll have a little tiny hairline gap between here where it kind of ridges in. But let me cut this. I'll be back. Alright, so weekend is over. The boys and I got finished up so far on the Eclipse. As you can see, a lot has happened since the last time. It's been a little bit, but just wanted to give you guys a recap of what we got finished. So we kind of got the interior somewhat put together, just kind of loosely put together for now. Those trim pieces that are back here are not put in all the way, as you can probably see, but got the subs all wired in. Amplifier is put in as well.
rear bumper put back on with the old headlights. Unfortunately, I didn't have new bulbs for them until after we had put it all together. So funny thing is that the side marker lights are actually a hell of a lot brighter than the rear tail lights. Door panels are back in, just waiting for some tint. It is a little dusty in here, but like I said, we got it kind of loosely mounted. Manual shift knob on an automatic, you gotta love it. But no rear seats are in yet. Got the emulator ran, the plugs and everything for that. It has its own switch back here, and then we also have, probably can't see, but there are charging ports in here for numerous different things, because that cigarette lighter there doesn't work. I don't know about the one in the center console, but got the front bumper mocked up. It actually sits pretty well. There are very little gaps that I'm too concerned about. It all is pretty flush. Headlights with the Bosla LED bulbs in it look great. No fog lights yet, because the ones that I got didn't come with a bracket for some reason, so I'm in the process of making a new bracket. The other day I got smaller front tires because it rubs significantly bad, especially right in here. You probably can't see it, but this part of the fender liner is chewed through because of a bracket that is down in there. Typical 3G Eclipse problems. A lot of people either run smaller wheels than 18s, or they cut and hammer that bracket in, which at some point I will be doing, so I'm not going through tires like crazy. But that's it. So we're on to more projects. I really want to get this thing cleaned up and continue working on it more. I'm gonna, in the process of finding a different radio for it, I'm just gonna try and get the rest of the tint scraped off of the hatch here. I've been avoiding that at all costs. Just getting some other miscellaneous things done. It is running and driving. I've been driving it a couple times, but the exhaust is obnoxiously loud. As you can see, there is just a muffler with no pipe coming out the back, and it's completely straight piped from the headers all the way back. So I would really like to mock up this exhaust that I have over here at some point soon, but I gotta find a welder that is willing to weld stainless steel. Thanks for watching. As always, we really appreciate the support. We're trying to grow as people, but as car people as well. So with you guys being around, definitely helps us get there for sure. So from the bottom of all of our hearts here at Anomaly Racing Club, we love you. Thanks for supporting us, and have a good one.